Now I'd like to solve Kitty Hawk for the glory of the Father, which is where flight essentially began according to the Wright brothers' history. And Kitty Hawk Airfield. And let's solve every airfield and airport for the glory of the Father. An airfield and airport are both +1. And so here you go. The town of Kitty Hawk. First in flight. Well, we're going to solve this for the Father. Remember, we solved the Wright brothers for the Father. It's in Dare County. Even the word Dare is Father. I kid you not, the county of Dare. Alright, folks. The Wright brothers made the first controlled power airplane flight. Where they sent a telegram from the Weather Bureau office. This is amazing to me because the Weather Bureau is Father. To their father, informing him of their success. Wow. Yeah, exactly. That name didn't exist, so Kitty Hawk. Kitty Hawk. And then I need to solve, oh yeah, Houston. Where the rocket launches has. Houston is a word for father. Houston. We have a problem. So, Houston is Father, and Kitty and Hawk are both Father, and glaring. This is going to blow your mind. And I just felt led by the Holy Ghost. I got the word Kitty Hawk come to me. I'm going to hit this out of the park. Kitty Hawk is now being solved for the glory of God the Father. Are you ready for this? Okay. In Father, the name above all names, you have 3 letters. This is all to the glory of the Trinity maximum. You have 3 letters, which when you divide, it's all +1s, +2s, +3. You have 3 letters that are remainder +2, and you have 1 that is remainder 1, and the rest of the letters all divide by 3. That is exactly identical in the word kitty and the word hawk as a 1-2 punch. So here's the 3 letters that divide that are +2s in kitty. Now you know why people say here, kitty, kitty, thank you for glorifying the Father. And then the Y is, this is so neat. I'm going to squeeze a lot of glory out of this. First thing I notice is that Y is the highest +1 in the alphabet. A is, of course, the lowest. And then that is reversed in the word hawk. I mean, you just say Kitty Hawk, and it sounds epic. I mean, the hawk is the bird that flies as high can be, of course. And then here's the 3 +2s and hawk. Okay? So that everything follows this pattern. By the way, you are listening to the voice of Derek. Is my official name. This is my official certificate of birth. You can see for yourself. You are listening to the voice of Derek in the sovereignty of God. My name parallels Father for this discovery. 3 letters that are +2, a single letter that is +1, and the rest of the letters divide by 3 to the glory of the Trinity while pointing to Father, the name above all names. Okay, so there, Kitty Hawk has been solved to the glory of the Father. Kitty, Father, Hawk. Father. So Kitty is 27 points above Father, and Hawk is 15 points less. But the letter for letter design is flawless. And what's the famous last name that took place at Kitty Hawk for your confirmation? Oh, the Wright brothers. Well, look at the word Wright. Again, you have 3 +2s, a single +1, and the rest of the letters divide by 3, of which there are precisely 2 in this case, deadly, perfectly matching Father. In fact, the word Wright equals the same digits as Father, 85, and that equals the same digits as Kitty. So no one talks about Kitty Hawk without saying Kitty. Like if you just talk about Hawk, people won't have a clue what you're talking about. They'll be like, Hawk what? There's lots of hawks in the world. And if you just talk about Kitty, they'll be like, are you trying to talk about your pet? But as soon as you say Kitty Hawk, they're like, oh, the Wright brothers, the first flight in the history of the universe. Oh, well, say on, brother. You are a man of scholarship and history and epicness, and you love flight and all this. Say on, my brother. Okay, So look at that. Kitty equals right in the same design as Father, using the same digits. It's very obvious that God the Father owns and foreordained Kitty Hawk and the Wright brothers, and it all belongs to him. Mathematically flawless. Done. And then, like I say, as a 1-2 punch, the word hawk is the same thing. Okay, equals 43, but the letter for letter design is absolutely stunning. So Kitty Hawk has been solved, and so that being the launch place of the first airplane, so to speak. So I just a little more pleasure here. So there you go, the town of Kitty Hawk. There it is in all capital letters, and this all divides by 3, every word. First in flight, of course. This is funny. To this day, it is located in the county of Dare, which is also +1 for Father. Dare parallels Father. It equals 28, 30 points less. And furthermore, the state is North Carolina, which is also +1 for Father. It's like the word pioneer, and it's the word Carolina that provides that offset. Carolina equals number, and it's all talking about numbers here. And if you study the letters of North Carolina in detail, you will see more shock and glory in that, again, the number of +2s is precisely 2 in number over the number of +1s. Again, amazingly in Carolina, the 2 1s are the A in Father. That's awesome. And you got a T and an H in there. And then the rest of the letters all divide by 3, of which there is a stunning amount, 7 no less. North Carolina, Father. Okay, Father plus 90. Okay, so there you go. Kitty Hawk. What else do we? Kitty Hawk is used because the Wrights chose the area because area, just like place, is +1 Father. Chose the area because area, land, place, +1 Father. Ground, Father. Because its frequent winds and soft sandy surfaces were suitable for their glider experience. Oh, well, it all started with a glider. Well, let's solve every glider for the Father, because before we had airplanes, we had the glider, of course. So glider is Father. It equals 55. It equals Father minus 3. Okay. And let's just point out a few obvious things. They end in ER, 6 letters apiece. A G at the front equals the FA at the front. And then an L and an I equals 21, which is 1 point higher than the T. Yeah, that's basically the comparison that you can make, because that'll provide the difference of 3. So I would just cluster. Well, you could put L in the, yeah, just for simplicity as first pass. The letters in gold then provide the difference of 3 near the center. Okay, so I would say that's pretty darn obvious for the glory of the Trinity. And then the Father ultimately now owns every airplane and every airport and every airfield. Before there were airports, there was just airfield. So airfield, oh my gosh, equals 64, equals Father plus 6. And look at the obvious. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pay attention to AEs. That is there for the Father. And the most common vowels in the English language are AE. In fact, I think the most common letters, period. And there they are. Now you know why. They exist for the Father. Okay, and then look at all these letters divided by 3 in airfield. Just ridiculous. And then the D differs from the TH by exactly 24 points. And so there's your lovely 6s. If you wanted, you could grab that 24 points from a couple of ways, this R and this F. So now Team Blue equals Team Blue. Okay. And then this is so glaring. It's just, you could also say that RF equals the RF. Like, why don't we kind of pop that off? Choose that the RF equals the RF. The AE equals the AE. And then this, and then what were we left with? 18 right plus the D in blue. Or just cluster all that in blue there, that's fine. Airfield for Father has been solved. Airport equals 97, pushes it higher. Wow. Yeah, airport. And then airplane is 76. And let's just do And then airplane, you've got the AE in there, just like in father. And then shoot for 6s. I want to pick off the TH by means of comparing this, yeah. A P versus the TH is 12. Oh my gosh, this is going to blow your mind. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, if you waited this long, you got a real nugget. Watch this one. This is going to blow your mind. The PL at the center of airplane equals the TH at the center of father. That's massive. This is just like the design of the word kiss, okay? And the dead center equals father, and then the bookends equal gorgeous 6s. There it is. You heard it here first. I've just solved every airplane in detail in the name of the Father. I knew this before, but we're going deeper now. So TH equals PL. That's so cool. This is so cool because these 4 letters, I've never seen this. At the dead center of a word, that is. Like computer programs can now find words that have PL at the center. But this is the first time this has been seen. So look at, this goes up in 4s. All these letters differ by 4 exactly. And it goes in this clockwise direction. 8 goes up 4 to 12, goes up 4 to 16, goes up 4 to 20. So that PL equals TH perfectly in gorgeous differences of 4. That is so satisfying, it's not even funny. And it's perfectly in the center. Like, I am very much an artist and a perfectionist when I have time. And we'll just, you know what? Just for this, I'll probably do this in a monotype font as well because I love airplanes so much. And how can you not love an airplane? I would like to do this in a monotype font. I apologize. One of the I don't have a lot of great monotype fonts installed, so I have to go Courier New, but it's good enough just to get precision in monotype land. Okay, just because that way we get to see the perfection of the alignment of the letters and the spacing. So TH equals PL. Monotype fonts should go through the roof after this revelation, and more beautiful ones because you just line it up. So it's pretty hard to resist the AE in symmetrical positions. And then all this divides by 3 for the Trinity. 9 and double 9. This is 15 over here. Okay, so you can do a couple of paintings here to have perfect symmetry. You could go like this. Okay, why don't I do the same painting as I did over there with Airfield? You could go like this and highlight your multiples of 6s in your equivalences. That is just fine. Noting that the TH equals the PL. That is beautiful. Team gold up top equals 6. Team gold on the bottom equals 42, a multiple of 6. And then the reverse, team fuchsia on the top is 24, which is amazing because that's the same digits as team gold down here, 42. And then the AE down here equals the 6 of the AE up there. So if I could just be so thorough as to write these things down, TH equals, might as well go monotype, Courier, New, okay. TH equals PL equals 28 at the dead center. And then what I'd like to point out is that FR equals 24, and then IRAN equals 42. Okay, same digits. Very cool. And then of course AE equals 6 in both cases. So now why don't I just be, very accounting-like and just lay it out like that for the glory of the Trinity. There's your full data on how God the Father owns every airplane flawlessly while the Trinity is maximally glorified in all sets of 3s. There you go. You heard it here first, folks. God the Father owns every airplane on this fine 25th day of September plus 1 day over 24. Just like Christmas, day 25, and New Year's. New Year's, I marvel at how some of the most celebrated, Christmas Day 25 plus 1, New Year's Eve 31 plus 1, and then New Year's Day, the first day of the first year, is of course 1 plus 1. Pretty cool. Okay, all for Father, the highest of the high, plus 1. So there it is, Father airplane. Wow! Wow! That is huge. And you can do more study, on the word airport. And of course, it all starts with that word air, which is plus 1, 28. And isn't that amazing? Like, talking about famous centers, famous things at the center. The word air equals the word is. Like one of the most common, like God is, like we say it all the time, God is holy, God is, these are, like the word is so worshipful, but it points to the Father. Like Father owns the word is, like God loves the word is so much that it's at the center of the word kiss, which is like sacred. And air equals is, you know, there's the I and then the A plus the R is the simplest equation to make an S, 1 plus 18. Air is at the dead center of Father, is at the dead center of the word kiss. You know, catch some air. Oh, the air up there. Kiss equals Father completely in perfection. But I just want to point out the glory of this word air and how everyone wants a piece of the word air. And for good reason. It's at the dead center of the name above all names, which is Father. Okay? And so, who doesn't love an airplane? Who doesn't love an airport? Who doesn't love a hot air balloon? Who doesn't love airtime? Who doesn't love catching some air? Who doesn't love breathing air? Who doesn't love the air up there and the air right here? And, you know, his royal airness and all this fun stuff. Everyone wants a piece of the word air. Like, who gets the most air? Well, it's all for the Father. God the Father, the name of all names. So, I encourage you to open your college dictionary to the AIRs and just marvel at what God has ordained in Airville in the history books for His glory. Okay, knowing that air is at the dead center of Father, that Father is the name above all names. Like I happen to have a very nice large Webster's College Dictionary here. I would prefer, I do have an Oxford dictionary, but it's not the huge one. But if you get an Oxford, like the quintessential, like I'm opening up to air right here, and there is just a silly number of entries. Like God, there's just like an air base. And then I would pay attention, first of all, to ones that divide by 3. Oh, an airbag. Man, you know what? Like, God is so in love with the word air. I mean, it starts with A, and it's half a love right there. And just like at the center of the word. God is so in love with the word air, you just can't resist solving a lot of these famous things. Oh, an airbag to save your life. Well, both words are Father plus 1. Bag is plus 1, one of the simplest words for Father. And air, of course, is plus 1. Airbag, Father, Father, save your life. An air base, okay. Airborne, gorgeous, 3 fest, carried by the air. Air brake, you know. Air commander. Air conditioning. Oh my gosh. I mean, air conditioning, just like airbag, is a Father-Father combo. You know, you have a conditioning shampoo. Well, conditioning is plus 1 Father, just like air. And amazingly, yeah, air. Then you can have air conditioner. An air conditioner. This is really cool because air conditioner then divides by 3. So in fact, it divides by 6. So this is going to blow your mind. So air conditioner, the source of all air conditioning, is flawlessly Father plus 96. It's a very king offset from Father. Okay. Well, Father created all air. He's also sovereign over air conditioners. And then an aircraft. Another name for an airplane is an aircraft, and that's cool because craft divides by 3. So this is going to just keep going flawlessville. Aircraft equals 76 over Father plus 18. Airplane was the same thing. Oh my. And the word craft equals love equals plane. So, or no, craft equals, I must miss something here. Craft is 76. Airplane, oh yeah, plane is 76. Plate equals love. So airplane equals aircraft. Hello, to the glory of the Father. Now I'm curious about poking around in here. Just there's 3 points less than Father. Just, okay. Amazing. So aircraft equals airplane, and then, oh my gosh, and then you have an aircraft carrier. And what's amazing about that is because carrier is like pure 6s. Like carrier is embarrassing. And look at the Father in carrier. There's the A, E in the same position. Letters that divide by 3 front and back. Okay? I'm solving every aircraft carrier in the history of the universe for the Father. I'm well aware of. So, and then these letters are a cluster bomb of 3s in the center. So the whole thing is pure 6s. That carrier. Like it's just loaded with 6s. And we know that 6s are the king offset from the great name Father. And so this just fits our plan perfectly. or sovereign plan of God, aircraft carrier, therefore, you know, just this little guy, you know, minor little vessel. Aircraft carrier, therefore, is stunning from Father. It's like pure 6 is on top of Father, as aircraft was all by itself. It just went, first you were Father plus 18, and now you jumped up Father plus 90, which divides by 6. So Father owns every aircraft carrier. Which is also known as a ship or a vessel, plus 1 plus 1. And then there's so many words for air, it's ridiculous. Airfare, the airfare, airfoil, airframe, air, like airiness, like airline, airplane, like air mobile, air metal, just airmail, air, everyone. It's just so air taxi. You're like air to air, airway. What's the last one? Airy ferry. Okay, airy, breath of fresh air, worthy airway, airwaves, air traffic. Airstrike, air screw, airship, air station, air mattress. Mattress is Father too, so an air mattress is a father-father combo. And but there you go. You heard it here first. Father owns the word air, and that was, I did enough justice so people can follow my example and all the other words. Air, Father, airplane. That was awesome. And so we solved Kitty Hawk, and now there's an aircraft carrier called USS Kitty Hawk. Kitty Hawk. I mean, it's just Kitty. Now there's the Kitty Hawk life-saving station. But we solved Kitty Hawk for Father. Wow. There it is. Kitty Hawk. First in flight. And it's in North Carolina, +1. So you get this gorgeous, I just want to preach this too, you get this gorgeous triple of +1s, just like Elvis Presley's full birth name and Bill Gates' full birth name, triple +1s. Kitty Hawk, +1, and then North Carolina is also +1. So you put 3 +1s together, it makes a happy 3 fest. And then you add on the country, the nation, which is the United States of America. And so Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the United States of America is a gorgeous Trinity glorifying experience, just like my town, Langley, British Columbia, Canada. So there's the full glory for you on Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the United States of America for the Trinity. Like I insist on being thorough, and I like pushing people high. So Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the United States of America is going to be a screamingly high number of 3s. It's going to divide by 3, and woo, it's 537. 3 times the 41st prime, which boils down to 13, and the 6th prime by log prime. Okay, cool. Done. Kitty Hawk. Okay. So that was fun, and we solved the Wright brothers, and that was so cool. And so the super carrier. Oh my gosh. So an aircraft carrier, this is going to blow your mind. So a super carrier also is Father. USS Kitty Hawk is the second naval ship named after Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The site was both the first and last active ship of her class. The Kitty Hawk. Oh yeah, try fighting against that one. Okay, you probably don't want to. There it is, the Kitty Hawk. Doing her thing, okay. And then the Kitty Hawk life-saving station, so. But there, so we solved Kitty Hawk first in flight, that's the most important thing. By the way, I would suggest, that, vessels like that be used, and technology and planes be used to take the gospel to the world. Okay, that would be an ideal situation. Okay, taking the truth to the world, taking the gospel to the world, not arms. But I'm just here to solve the original place of flight, which is Kitty Hawk, for the glory of God the Father. And every airplane that has come forth since the Father owns them all. So what else is above everything? Interestingly, it's you know, parachutes, plural, will be a lovely +1 for Father. Okay. And if you did a proper, I'm sure if you did a proper, you know, word study of a diagram of a parachute, you would probably get some cool verbiage. Like, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this actually, because I don't really think the world needs to be parachuting out of airplanes that much. I think there's other cool things that we could be doing with our families and our children in the name of love, you know. So I'm trying to focus on those things. What? Okay, that's pretty cool. And a crash. We're gonna take a break.